World Travelers. So we've been in Austin for how long?
About 6 months now.
About 6 months now, and we're constantly hearing about Franklin BBQ.
Of course, who doesn't?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Do you hear about Franklin BBQ? Probably. I bet you hear too.
You've heard, and if you haven't heard about it, now you know.
Yeah.
So Franklin BBQ, obviously, we were in Boston. It's always been on like the barbecue stations, and it's supposed to be known as the world's greatest barbecue.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I always thought. It's like what barbecue with Aaron Franklin or something was on the TV, the Cooking Network or something.
Exactly.
Right, he had his own program.
Exactly. So we just actually decided we wanted to share our experience with you guys through our own eyes and our take in terms of what real tasty barbecue is all about.
Right.
From the beginning to the end. It's unbelievable. There is no one here right now. And we hear from doing some research that the lines can get pretty massive. So you need to get here. Well, I don't know about 5 o'clock like Dave and I did, but you need to get here pretty early. We're actually first in line because that's how we roll. But you know what? They do run out of food. So you can be waiting in line for a long, long time and then not even get a taste of a brisket.
So when we arrived at Franklin, it was about 5:15, and it was so peaceful and quiet. Right, it was dark. You could see the Capitol building, which was really gorgeous. Like driving up to it,
and people started showing up right around 6:30, 6:45.
Right.
Really cool, awesome mural here, right by Franklin's BBQ. We're actually first in line. I'm still like, I know I said it like a million times, but I'm still in line. That's like the front of it, and it's gonna wrap around all the way back here and around the corner. So this is pretty darn exciting to be the first. Still very empty, so we're gonna show you more of this line along the way. But right now, there's bare minimum. Absolutely no one here. Very cool.
Yeah, definitely by then.
Yeah, and it was a nice couple that actually, they were behind us, and we spoke to them, which seems to be like the thing. Everybody kind of shows up, and as people are showing up, you're just meeting people. Some folks have been there multiple times.
He'd been there multiple times.
Yeah,
they were
big fan multiple times, and it's nice to see that. So obviously they enjoyed the experience so much that they went back.
Right, they came with their fold-out chairs.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of relaxing. Their reading materials.
Exactly.
Right, so
there's some people really enjoyed the experience. Yeah. And that's just exactly what it's about, the experience. And I can smell the barbecue happening right now. That up there, this here is the smoker room. You can see all the stacks up top. I think there's like 5 on this side. I'm not sure how many on the other side. All the nice wood that they use to get that smoker smoking. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I can't wait to go inside and check it out and check out the kitchen part as well.
One thing we learned about when we were in line is really the line etiquette, which is pretty interesting because I had no idea. But apparently in the past, people would hire folks that would basically stand in line for them, like homeless folks. Would basically take some money, stand in line, and then as it got towards 11, the folks that were going to buy the food would come in and replace the homeless person who was basically standing in line for them. But Aaron Franklin just basically forbade that, doesn't allow that anymore. But what you can do is you can have one person in your party basically stand in line, and then a whole bunch of other folks can come into the line later on as you get closer.
There supposedly, Dave heard from some folks in line that around the corner, right around the corner, there are porta potties.
Which is nice.
Which is really nice to know, especially if you're sitting there waiting for hours upon hours upon hours.
Exactly.
It's a little bit longer, as you can see. Now underneath the smokers, cruising back here, it's little after, hold on, I can't even tell you the time right now. I'm just now having my coffee. It's a little after 8:30. Line still pacing, kind of making its way over this direction. Heading to the front of the line, which is where we will be, because that is our position. I am so excited. Oh, Jersey in the house! Yeah! All right, so take a look here. It's not that much farther. So it started off, we're now 9:30, and it kind of moved a little bit more from this direction. It stopped a little bit past the truck. Not too much longer, but now it's kind of a little bit past the smokers. So that's kind of where it's ending now. And typically it'll wrap all the way around the back of that spot over there. Luckily it's not even sunny and hot, so these poor folks in the back might have a pretty sweaty fest, but I hear they bring out water and kind of give them water just to keep them hydrated, which is a smart move. If you are going to get there, we suggest you probably get there no later than 7, because the day we went, by 7:15, 7:30, the line was really starting to pick up.
It really got picked up.
And so if you want an opportunity to get brisket, you definitely want to get there early enough so that when there's a woman that actually comes out, or a gentleman who comes out and actually takes orders,
right,
to see basically how much brisket they have per order. So this way the folks that are kind of way in the back of the line, they don't have to stand there for like 6 hours
exactly,
to not even get a taste, just the whiff. So at 10 o'clock, they actually open the doors to the restaurant, not for food service, but so that you can use the restroom. You can actually, if you're going to order food from Franklin, you can actually get beer.
You can get beer, right? They also have a nice merch section,
yes,
right?
They have merch. You can get the caps. They're a little pricey, but it's all about the experience. It supports Franklin, it supports the barbecue. Keep the barbecue alive.
Yeah, people are definitely buying the merch.
They definitely
saw that.
Ooh, check it out. The smells smell awesome. And look at the line. I mean, it's just, like we said before, this is now 10:30, and this is where the line is on Easter Sunday. So it's kind of like right in the back over here. And we're heading up to our spot where we are, which is number 1.
So at 10:30, they come out and they tell us to put our chairs away, right? Because we need to get ready for the opening at 11, so we're getting close to the grand opening, which is pretty exciting. So we put our chairs away. People put their coolers away, especially the folks at the front of the line, because you want to make sure that once the doors open at 11, you're ready to walk through and you aren't blocking others as well with your gear. And know what's funny too? I gotta say, it felt a little bit like a concert. Like you're kind of getting ready to kind of run to the front to try to get to the rail. We were like, okay, put your stuff away, we gotta go, we're ready to go, it's gonna open, let's go see the show. Moment of truth. Lines are, everyone's getting up, chairs are put away. Hi, I'm Thanks, Julie. So now we're at 11 o'clock and the doors open. And as the doors open, you kind of make your way past the merch first, which is super smart, Aaron. Just gonna say that, super smart. We made it. We're actually in. Of course, you can't have enough merch. Right.
Good spot for it, for sure. It almost felt like a concert, like they were saying.
Get your merch.
You gotta get your merch.
Absolutely.
And you make your way over to the counter where there's this really friendly employee, and he had his gloves on and his knife in hand. No.
Exactly. Incredibly sharp knife.
Incredibly sharp knife. Right. One thing we will say is it felt so relaxed. It didn't feel like, as first-time customers going in, we didn't feel like we were rushed to kind of get our order in and move pretty quickly. He took his time to make sure we ordered accordingly. We didn't have too much of one thing, which we might not have enjoyed, but mixed it up a little bit, and very patient. So it was very nice and very relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah, I agree completely.
We're here, yeah? We'll start with brisket.
So we're going to do 2 pounds of brisket.
2 pounds of brisket. Would be great.
2 pounds of brisket.
You want to mix that up? A little lean, a little fatty in there?
Right, lean, fatty.
Yeah, mix it up.
Moist?
Definitely on the moist side.
Oh.
All moist? I would definitely recommend getting these some lean. Yeah, I like them.
Okay.
About 2 pounds.
There, okay.
Okay, great.
Sounds good.
Crazy.
Any ribs for you?
We are going to do a pound of pork ribs. Yes, that's great.
I think we'll just get I like the sausage
I like
too.
the sausage.
Yeah.
And then a quarter of turkey.
Yeah, can we get a quarter of turkey and try it? Or, yeah.
5 o'clock in the morning container outside.
Oh, okay.
How about pie? We got key lime, banana bourbon, lemon zest, Texas pecan.
Pecan and the banana bourbon.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Quarter pound of turkey and a pound of pork ribs. Banana bourbon and pecan pie, 99.
Woo! That is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 days. So now we got our pile of meat, got our perfect table. We sit down and we're ready to dive into some of this amazing, world-famous Franklin BBQ.
So we got 2 pounds of brisket.
Yeah.
A pound was really moist. Another pound was much leaner.
Yeah.
And what else did we get?
We got a pound of the pork ribs, which is like 4 ribs.
are good.
They're really thick and really juicy. We got a 1/4 pound of the turkey.
Right, and also we got a link of a sausage as well.
Yes, the link of sausage.
Yep.
And to round it off the fact that we got like this pile of meat, we had to, you have a dessert stomach, so we got some
Absolutely.
desserts. And we got the one I thought was really delicious was the Texas pecan pie, and then they had this one called bourbon banana. It was really, really tasty. And those pies, you can't get them anywhere because the woman that makes them only makes them specifically for Franklin BBQ. And Dave starts it with some of that moist brisket.
Yeah, I have to say I love the moist brisket.
Yes, it was so good.
It was so good. It was very fatty, but it just kind of melted in your mouth. The flavor was amazing. The edge of the brisket was just perfect, nice, salty, peppery, just smoked perfectly. It just kind of just melted away.
Yeah.
Really, really good. I put in a little white bread, had a nice bite. And I like it with a little white bread, so I don't really think I need to put anything on. I'm just gonna try it just press right in there straight. See how it is. Just super moist, really tender. It's not an overpowering flavor. I know I think they tend to really do a lot of just salt and pepper on there and just smoke it for a long time. And so it doesn't overpower you, but it's really good. It tastes great.
It was so good. I will say that it was really fatty. It was definitely, that moist part of the brisket is really moist and really fatty, but that flavor was like undeniably delicious.
Absolutely.
It was amazing.
So good.
So then I took a bite and we're going to go with the lean. So I had some of that lean meat as well. And I will say this. The lean is a little dry. Even in the white bread, you might want to put some of he's got 3 different kind of sauces that he makes himself. Choose one of them, the hickory smoke. There's one that's a little bit more spicy, and there's one that's like a honey, sort of like barbecue-y, which is really nice. Choose your sauce, but it's a bit dry. And I think between, the moist and the dry, we kind of probably would prefer the semi-moist.
Exactly. I'd go right in the middle. Go for the semi-moist. Everyone differs. That would be our preference.
Yeah,
probably,
that would be our preference. So let's just get into the pork rib. Really nice consistency and texture. I love the spices. And it just peels right off. Wow, look at that. I'm dying to try it. See if it melts in your mouth. I really think this is definitely one of the best pork ribs I've had in a long time. They were so good. They were so
I love them.
They were so moist, and they kind of fell right off of the bone.
Yeah.
And it was just the flavors, the spices that were put into that, and I'm not sure if there were even many spices because it just was incredible. So a really quick fact that you probably want to know if you're going to Franklin's. If you want to experience their beef ribs, they only serve beef ribs on Saturday. That's it. They don't serve them any other day of the week, just Saturday. We actually went on Sunday, so we didn't get to experience the beef rib. Apparently there's some really damn good beef ribs.
I heard they're awesome, so Saturday is the day for beef ribs.
For beef ribs. Of course, we had to save the best for last, which is obviously these pies here. And they come in like little kind of packages just like this from a company called Cake and Spoon. And she makes them specifically for, and I think I mentioned this earlier, specifically for Franklin BBQ. And there's like 4 or 5 different selections that you can try. They do run out. I think some of the best is the key lime. There's the banana bourbon, which we already ate because you had that second stomach.
Who's we?
I already ate.
What are you talking about? You ate it?
Sorry, I already ate it. But we have the Texas pecan pie that you could probably try a little later on.
That is good.
It's really
you weren't
good.
kidding around. That's good.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's like so tasty. It's really.
So after we finished the barbecue, we actually got a personal invite to the smoke room.
That was
which
so
pretty
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and I will tell you this. Mr. Aaron Franklin and I had a personal discussion.
Exactly, and it was pretty goofy. You can look at those photos.
It's really goofy.
Right. We had some fun.
We did have a lot of fun. So if you want to see that picture of Franklin, Mr. Aaron Franklin and I, go take a look at our Instagram because I just posted a really funny picture of us kind of striking a pose together. Aaron actually names every one of his smokers back there has a name. He's named every one of them, and it was really cool to get back there. It was definitely super hot. It was already a hot day, but to go back into that smoker room, you have a lot more respect for the folks that work back in those smokers working all night, all day. In that heat because it was hot as hell. So it was a great experience for us being back there and actually just getting the full experience and seeing the smokers and how he makes the brisket and the energy and the love that he puts into it. And so I will say this, you know, don't be afraid of the lines at Franklin BBQ because it really is a fun experience.
I agree. It's really about the experience, about meeting folks, just having a good time. It's kind of like
a great time.
It's kind of like I said before, the tailgate without the grill. You're having fun with the tailgate, just having fun with folks. It's a real experience.
Yeah,
so.
and we were there for about 6 hours, and I will tell you this. The time went by so fast. You know, before we knew it, the doors were open and our bellies were full. I would totally do that again. But
Absolutely.
But it would have to be like, you know, in between time because there's only so much brisket you can handle.
Yeah, and I also think if people are coming to visit or something, it's a great experience to take them to Austin and just enjoy, you know, Franklin BBQ.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the experience. So before we let you go, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Scroll over, hit that symbol that looks like a bell so that you get a ping every time we post something new and exciting, such as our next video where we show you Austin from a different perspective. We take things to the sky. So as always, again, thank you so much. We appreciate your time and we look forward to seeing you
On the road.